Hi everybody. Thanks for stopping by our campaign. This is Paul Nash. I'd like to take a moment to give you a brief overview about what our project is all about. The project is SpinDing. SpinDing is a high-tech marketing and promotions company. We've amassed quite a bit of expertise over the last 25 years where we have built a lot of different platforms that match up manufacturers and brands with consumers, both at the point of sale and on the internet, on TV. We've done a lot of different projects, and SpinDing is a little different, as you might have noticed from the video. This is a really fun application that should get everybody very, very excited. We're really excited about this project. I think you're going to love it, and I know we're going to love running it. For consumers, SpinDing is a free downloadable app. Put it on your smartphone, and you're able to play it once per day. You spin to win, and you win something cool every time you play. Now that's sort of unheard of, at least the kind of games that I've ever played that you might be familiar with. You might win something that you really don't want, or you might win something that doesn't really have any value. What we're trying to do is actually put valuable prizes. It's a free product every time. This isn't going to be like you get a coupon off, you get 10% off, you buy one, get one. We want to give away free items every time you play. And I'll get into the reasons why that makes sense in a minute. So this is a free download for your smartphone. We're working on Android, we're working on iPhones. We have the application actually written, but we're porting it over to the different OSs right now. The prizes are going to be provided by merchants, mostly local merchants. And again, I'll go through why that makes sense in a minute. And we're also planning on having grand prizes that we pay for, ranging from a cruise to a car, high-end, high-ticket items like vacations. They won't be given away every day, but, depending on the prize, we'll be talking about once a month, once a quarter, once a year. And you'll also notice from the body of our campaign that we have some stretch goals that will, depending on how much we can raise, will change the number of prizes and actually increase the kind of prize that we will have up on the grand prize. So, winning a cheeseburger once a day is a lot of fun, but also having a chance to win a car or a cruise, it makes it even more exciting. The way this works is when you download SpinDing to your phone, you're going to get 1 token per day in your account. So that token can be used to play once per day. Now if you don't play every day, you'll accumulate these tokens to get awarded daily. So let's say you log in next week, you'll have 7 more tokens in there. And the cool thing about this is you can use those to play and get random prizes for each token. Or you can save up your tokens. You can accumulate 10 tokens and then redeem any price that you want. Or you can give the tokens to your friends. If you really love the game and you want to amass a pile of prizes and you'll have a little inventory in your back office in the phone, you can buy more tokens. And we'll get into why that makes sense in a minute as well. So what we're setting up is the ability to win something cool every time you play. 1 time per day or more, depending on how many times you want to play. We're expecting an amazing range of products. This is not, as I mentioned, this is not just a buy one, get one. You don't have to pay for something to get something. You don't have to pay 90% to get 10% off. This is a free item. You can walk into a merchant, you pick up your item, and you can walk out. So that's really, really why this is going to be fantastic. Now for merchants, the real reason they want to give away inventory is to generate store traffic. Now this might be an internet merchant, it might be a local merchant. When you read the body of our campaign, we really believe that this will be the holy grail for local merchants to sort of level out the competitive playing field between, the smaller independent guy and the big box stores that are cropping up in middle America all over the place. It's very hard for the local merchants to compete with the pricing and the convenience of having everything at your fingertips. So in an effort to give them a leg up and to provide them with a very inexpensive way to advertise and to promote, we're providing this to local merchants primarily. We really believe that there's thousands and thousands of items that they will be willing to give away, inexpensive items, fun items, that make sense in a promotional aspect for marketing and for advertising. Up here on this slide, we have a local hardware store example. Now, they may choose just to give away something inexpensive like a 1-inch nylon paintbrush. It might cost them 15 cents for the paintbrush. They might sell it for 35 cents, 50 cents. It's a cheap little giveaway. So they may choose to allocate 25 of them that they have in inventory, and they're going to give them away. They'll upload the paintbrush information and their codes and so on into the SpinDing system. And what we'll do is we will locate a consumer close by and give that paintbrush away. And it's a totally free paintbrush. You walk in, you don't have to buy anything to get it. The thing is, most people who might redeem a paintbrush are probably in the business of painting something. So they might buy an extra can of paint. They might buy a drop cloth. They might even buy a ladder. You never know what this promotional event could trigger from a transaction. So it's a very inexpensive way for these merchants to generate traffic. If it costs roughly a dime for each of these merchants to pay per win, and the cost of inventory, it'll be really the cheapest way for them to generate foot traffic that I've ever seen. And I've been involved in advertising and promotional and database marketing stuff for many, many years, and this will be the cheapest way to generate foot traffic that they've ever seen. And it's obviously an ability to build store loyalty, obviously to sell additional product, as I mentioned, or even get rid of dated inventory. There's a lot of different classes of merchants that can't sell everything, like a flower shop. The flower shop is well known to throw away certain amounts of their inventory because it goes stale. So if they actually give that away before it goes stale, they don't have to throw it away. They can actually use it to generate more traffic, sell additional flowers, and get more store loyalty and so on. So again, very, very exciting thing for them. This should be almost, like I said, the holy grail of promotional marketing for local merchants. Now, SpinDing is something that's going to be sold out in the marketplace by affiliates. If you do the math, we're going to need thousands and thousands and millions, hundreds of thousands of prizes as downloads start to occur and more people begin to play. These little arrows will begin to spin. They're going to land on things all the time. So we're going to need a lot of product, a lot of inventory to actually have in the system to give away. So the easiest way for us to do that is to create an affiliate program that will get an army of boots on the ground for us to go hit local merchants, give the affiliates a really great compensation plan to incent and motivate them to go promote this with local merchants, and actually give them a really great income. A lot of guys might want to do this part-time. A lot of guys might want to do this full-time and generate even a six-figure income, depending on their effort and their performance. They're going to get paid for every download that happens, on the consumer side. They're going to get paid for the merchants that actually pay for using the system. The affiliates are going to be able to take part in a very special hybrid compensation plan where every sale in the company goes directly under the affiliate. In other words, it's no pyramid. We're not dealing with sort of a standard multi-level marketing thing. It's a straight line compensation plan, which is very simple. Every sale in the company is going to create bonuses for everybody that comes in first. So there is a time element that actually becomes very, very exciting for affiliates. And if affiliates want to get in first, the more people that are in first, the larger amounts of money that they'll make. So that's something that's exciting for us because we obviously want to motivate a lot of affiliates to come in. We want an army of people out there selling product for us. And even though we will have an army of affiliates out there, we plan on having in-house sales and key salespeople selling major brands and taking control of certain key accounts that we want to make sure have specific support. So the takeaway on what we're doing for affiliates is really very exciting for them. I've been in affiliate marketing for a number of years now. I'm familiar with a large number of very strong, very well-known people who are network marketers who generate a great deal of income among themselves and their team. And I've run this by a large number of them, and they're very, very excited to get started. We're going to make sure that they get a piece of every win on every phone every time, coming from both merchant revenue and consumer revenue. And we're not going to have a huge, complicated comp plan that has major qualifications. You don't need to get dozens of referrals to make, a really good income. I really believe this will be the biggest affiliate launch in history. We're going to have thousands and thousands of affiliates come in here. People that don't usually participate in network marketing just because of the nature of the game, how fun it is. That we'll have people on Facebook who decide, hey, I have friends. I'm going to promote this amongst my friends because I love getting free stuff. They're going to love getting free stuff. And it's not like a lotion and potion where you have to go sell vitamins or weight loss or something like that, which, people hate. Let's face it. So, again, we're really excited about this aspect. The affiliates for us are going to be one of the driving forces behind the business. We're going to make sure that they're supported, and we have a huge software platform that's laid out ready for them. Again, very exciting stuff. Now, in terms of a little background and why we believe and why we understand what this SpinDing game will do, we had this running. We had a very similar game like this running on 4,000 stores internationally between 1992 and 2000. We had a kiosk network out there called the Winner's Circle. It was in these chains nationwide and internationally. Again, there were 4,000 stores. This was a couponing kiosk that enticed people to play every day or every time they came in. It was a huge capital expense to put all these kiosks in. We were hooked up to all the register systems. We had fantastic results. When people played the game, we had people changing their shopping habits, changing what they purchased, changing their loyalties. We gave away certain things, and it changed the way they purchased product. Give away some turkey at the deli, and they'd find out they'd buy other things at the deli, maybe additional turkey, sandwiches and mayo or whatever. It was very exciting the way this thing was operated. And not only did we have, all these kiosks in all these stores, we also had hundreds of brands that used to run on this system and give away products and coupon and promote products. So we understand how to deal with both the merchant side of this and the brand side of this. We're really pretty familiar with packaged goods brands, especially simply because we were in grocery stores before. But this opens up, because now we're on smartphones, this opens up the game to every kind of retailer, not just packaged goods. We can do, like I said before, hardware stores, virtually anybody, from a lawyer to a coffee bar to a pizza joint. It's something that can be used to promote virtually any product on the street. So why are we doing this now? The body of our campaign gives a lot of information about what we believe the benefits are for SpinDing and the merchants and so on. Obviously, you guys know better than anybody. You have your smartphone. You're already downloading apps. There's 200 million of them in the U.S. alone that are capable of running this app. There's 2 billion more worldwide. So obviously, there's a huge landscape that allows for downloads and allows for an almost automatic audience to start playing and to winning the game. Obviously, the younger guys are more into gaming and downloads and apps than everyone else, but we believe the first adopters will be the standard folks that participate in gaming and downloads right now. But we also believe that once people start to see what the prizes are and what the winning is all about, we're going to get everybody. We know that independent businesses, especially local merchants, are really looking for ways to compete more effectively with larger merchants, big box stores that are close by in their neighborhood. There's been a lot of closings and a lot of difficulties amongst local merchants that we believe we can be a huge leg up for them and to help them compete in the marketplace right now. And they're always looking for ways to increase the loyalties amongst the younger guys so that as they grow up and have kids, those local merchants have a built-in base of loyal customers. Always, always, always fun is a huge factor in the success of any game, and this is no exception. Clearly, we're going to have a very fun application. There's going to be a lot of people that will love it just because of the fact they get free things, free cool items. And we're also very, very familiar with large affiliate teams looking for new opportunities. There's a large number of them now that are sort of looking for a new home. We're hoping we can grab them and get them involved in this. In a nutshell, we know the general public will love this and use it. Merchants will love it and use it. The affiliates will love it. They're going to drive it. We really have a huge opportunity to build a really big company that will hire a bunch of employees, will make a lasting effect and a positive impact on local economies. We've already tested this business model in these 4,000 locations. In those 4,000 locations, they were basically weekly, or maybe, you come in and do your big shopping trip for the home on a weekly basis, or maybe make 2 trips a week. Now we're going to extend that to millions and millions of devices that will be daily visits, multiple daily visits. We really believe we're going to have people buying tokens to increase the number of wins that they have, or maybe accumulate tokens so that they can pick and choose what they want. We really, really know how to support brands as customers, retailers as customers. We know how to support affiliates as partners, and we know how to support software. We know that software is our main asset. We know that it needs to work, it needs to be tight, and we expect it to be tested. We have a plan in our campaign to bring beta testers on board to help us. And we also know how to support investors. And I know that crowdfunding is a different animal, but we plan on treating everybody who makes a contribution to this just like an investor would. We're going to be treating them like investors, giving them updates on a regular basis, including them in our family, and trying to bring them along, and hopefully we can all have a lot of fun together. So I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to all of this. Again, we're really excited about this. We're hoping that you jump on board with us. We'd like to thank you very much for your support, and hope to see you on the other side.
Hello, Chris here with the SpinDing leaders, and this video is going to be very, very exciting. This is a very brief, abbreviated overview of the affiliate incentive portion of our compensation plan. We have other portions to our compensation plan, but I'm not going to go into that in this video, and you're going to see in just a minute why this is so exciting. Here, there are no income guarantees made or assumed. This is not an investment opportunity. No purchase required to become a SpinDing affiliate. And make sure you check out the income disclaimer and the full compensation plan policy for complete details. Finally, with SpinDing, the unilevel straight line compensation plan has been figured out to benefit everyone, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. Every sale in the company benefits you. There's no left side, there's no right side, there's no level cutoffs, there's no forced matrix. You're not going to lose your direct sponsorships to spillover placements. And once you get qualified and stay qualified, you're going to get a cycle bonus for every 4 new paid affiliates, whether or not you brought them in. And that's what's exciting about this. Let me illustrate that for you real quick. Here with SpinDing, we have 6 entry-level packages: 30, 60, 120, 240, 480, and 960. Now, anything above the $30 package that someone enrolls in, you have to pay all of the subsequent packages as well in order to cycle in those unilevel straight lines. And you'll see that in just a second. Now, if an individual comes in at our 6th package, the $960 package, the total out of pocket for all 6 levels is going to be $1,890. And that's just 30 plus 60 plus 120 plus 240 plus 480 plus 960. But what that will enable you to do is you're going to get paid through all 6 levels. You're going to cycle simultaneously on top of each other concurrently in all 6 straight line unilevel comp plan unilevels. Now, for the sake of discussion and the sake of this video, I'm going to illustrate our 3rd level package, the $120 package here. Now, with that package, like I said, you have to pay for the subsequent level packages, which is the 30, the 60, and the 120. So the total out of pocket for a 3rd level package is $210. Now, that's a lot easier pill to swallow than the $1,890. And so most people will take advantage of our 210 level, which is our 3rd entry package. Now, what that does is that puts you in 3 different unilevel straight lines where you're cycling on top of each other simultaneously in all of them. And so what happens is you come aboard, and in our $30 unilevel, once 4 new paid affiliates come in, you're going to cycle. That means you're going to move back into the unilevel in the straight line so that you can get back to the top and get paid again. Now, when one cycle happens in our $30 level, you're going to get a $1 cycle bonus. Well, remember, in our compensation plan, you can cycle 10 times in a day. And so you do that 10 times, and that's $10 a day. Well, I know that $1 per cycle and $10 a day, you're not breaking the bank with that. But hold tight. You're going to see how this gets very, very powerful. Okay, now you're also cycling simultaneously in the $60 unilevel. Now, anytime you cycle off of that, you're going to move back into the straight line to get paid again. And every time you do that, that's going to be a $2 cycle bonus. Again, 10 times in a day, that's $20. Okay, now still, we're not breaking the bank with that, but this gets more exciting. Again, in our $120 package, you're cycling in the $30 level, the $60 unilevel, and now in the $120 unilevel as well. So the same applies there. When you cycle off, you're going to move back into the straight line so that you can get paid again. You can cycle up to 10 times a day, and what you're going to get is a $4 cycle bonus every time you cycle off of there. So if you do that 10 times in a day, that's $40 in a day. Now, I'm going to stop here with the different unilevels because this is exciting enough. Imagine if you enrolled through all 6 levels, how much more that's going to pay you in cycle bonuses on a daily basis, 10 times a day. And it gets very, very exciting. Well, here, if you add your $10 plus your $20 plus your $40 every single day, that's $70 in a day. That happens every day for a month. That's $2,100 a month. And this is a residual situation here. So this is happening every single month. And this is not including what happens after you. And this does not include our first level affiliate sharing bonus. This is so crazy. And I'm going to talk about that in just a second here. So you can see here that 3 separate unilevels. This is just our $120 third entry package, which is $210 out of pocket, $2,100 a month, every single month, and it just grows from there. Let's talk more about the cycling bonus. Let's see exactly how this happens so you really can understand what's going on here. Okay, you come on board, and this is in any one of our straight line unilevels. You come on board. When 4 new paid positions come in after you, that creates a cycle bonus, which is what I just illustrated a second ago. When that happens, you're going to move into the straight line. You're going to get a re-entry into the straight line, but this position now is considered not a paid position. Okay, you've cycled off the top, you've gotten paid, you've made your cycle bonus, then you're going to re-enter into the straight line, but this is not considered a paid position because you've already paid your entry fee. Okay, so now what happens is the next person in line is now the paid person. Once 4 paid people come into the compensation plan, that creates a cycle bonus. Now you see, those are 3 people that have paid. Those are 3 paid people, but again, you are not considered a paid position. So when the next person comes in, that's considered a paid position, and that creates a cycle bonus. That person that's in the paid position is going to get paid, and then they are going to move back into the straight line, re-enter, but remember, it's not a paid position. You still are in line to get paid when you get to the top again. You're just not considered a paid position. So those 4 paid positions creates a cycle bonus. Now, the next person is going to be in the paid position. 1 paid position, 2 paid position, that's not a paid position, 3rd paid position, the next position is not a paid position, so when the next person comes in, 4th paid position, that's 4 paid positions, that creates a cycle bonus. You're then going, this person will cycle off, then more people will come in, and the same thing will happen, on so on and so on. And so you can see how this straight line compensation is figured out. But now let's dig into the numbers. You come on board, you get excited about it, you get excited about the straight line compensation plan, you share this with 10 individuals. Okay? I didn't talk about this on the last couple of pages, but you're going to receive a direct personal sponsorship from all of the personals that you bring in, and this is outside of your cycle bonuses. So at the $30 level, it's $6. At the $60 level, it's $12. At the $90 level, it's $24. You add all those three together, multiply that by 10 because that's how many, for the sake of this example, that's how many referrals were brought in. That's $420 outside of the $2,100 a month that we were just talking about in the cycle bonuses. Now, here is where this gets stupid crazy. You're going to receive a 50% match on all of your personal sponsorships, on whatever their cycle bonuses are. So let's just say your recruits only did half of what you did. They only, out of their cycle bonuses, they only got $1,050. That's half of $2,100. That's what they got a month from their personal cycling bonuses. Well, you're going to receive a 50% match on all 10 of your sponsorships. So 50% of 1,050 is $525 times 10, because that's your personal sponsorships and you're getting 50% match on all of them. That's $5,250 a month. Now, let's connect these dots. $5,250 a month from your matching bonus plus $2,100 from your personal cycle bonuses equals $7,350 a month. And that's month after month. And just think if you personally sponsored 20, 50, or any of your personal sponsorships did that. This is exciting. This is flat out crazy. And this is only with our third level entry package. Imagine what these numbers look like when you make it all the way to our 6th level package.